I didn't think it was gonna be this much of a landslide, though.
Yeah. Right.
I was very surprised.
I know, man. I know. Word of Mouth by Ludacris versus Urban Legend by T.I.
Free lunch, baby. Section 8, state did inspections. Pop head in the house. Ready. Go.
I'm a Ludacris fan. I was Ludacris fan from the jump. So like when Ludacris first came out, like I was like, oh my God, this nigga sounds like, you know, what I would like to sound like as a rapper. When I was very young, you know, it's 2000. I started rapping right around there. And Ludacris, man, had punchlines and he had them crazy songs that make you want to move and jump. And he just had great like records. And like his album, when I first listened to Word of Mouth back then, when I was like, you know, 12, 13, 14 years old, I couldn't fucking believe that this nigga was rapping the way he was, with all these punchlines and saying all this fun stuff and the beats and everything. It was just so cool, man. And I never was a T.I. fan.
Boy, wow, really? Never?
I liked his hit songs, but I never listened to his albums.
Right,
Nah.
okay.
I like more Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? You know, I listened to Jeezy's album because I saw the hood niggas listening to where I'm from. But I'm from up north, so like, you know, if I was in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure it might have been different. I might have been listening to all them niggas. But as I've gotten older and you telling me about these two albums, I was wrong when I was a kid. Yo, that T.I. album is banging.
Yeah.
That T.I. album is fucking.
It is.
That shit is fire, bro.
Yes, that is his best album. That's absolutely his best album, man. Yeah.
Like not all the lyricism is of Ludacris, right? Ludacris album sound like he battle rapping. Unless it's like hit songs, he's killing niggas. He trying to prove like the South is where the real lyricism is at. It's like a battle album. Like he's just fucking going off. Like the first 5 songs, which I really didn't like that. But like the first 5 songs was just like punchlines and punchlines and punchlines and punchlines. And I was just like, damn, nigga, you trying to prove yourself, ain't you? But T.I.'s album is just like, you could just play the first 5 songs and be like, yo, these first 5 songs is like hits. And then I forgot, like,
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. Look, this sounds crazy. Yes, it's absolutely true. Because to me, yo, man, this is why we do this. This is why we YFM, man. Because it's so crazy you brought that up. I said that, you said the first 5, but mine is the first 4. You got The King, Motivation, You Don't Know Me, and ASAP. That is, those 4 songs are like the 4 best songs. It's like the best beginning of any rap album of all time. Like the 4-song track, the 4-song list. I don't know what to call it. I don't know.
It's so like, comparable to like Illmatic.
It's so great comparable way to start off an album.
It's like 36 Chambers. It's like those first 4 or 5. I think it's first 5 songs. Just like, God, damn, nigga, like.
It's just like hit after hit, like just,
how are these songs man. like how are all of these songs like able to be on the radio? All of these songs, like I'm like, yo, that was some shit, man. Like that's how you bring a nigga in, like, and that's really hard, Wayne. Like to make 5 songs like that is like, yo, I could play these 5 songs straight. That makes it like a classic album. Like no matter what you do at the end, but like the rest of the album is good too. Like the rest of the album is good. It's a little long. For me, it got some songs on there that's obviously it's like it's 18, right? It's an 18er. It's not
19. Yeah.
It's not bad. Like that shit got some. It has so many hits on there. Like I think Bring 'Em Out is at the end of the album.
Yeah, it is. It's towards the end of the album. There's a lot of good hits on this. Yo, he really took his time, man. He like, I want to work with this producer. Yeah. I want to work with this person. I want to do this. And he's like knew what he wanted during this period of time. Like nowadays, I guess he's such a pro that he'll just be like, okay, I can just make anything fucking work. Right here in this one, like he knew what he wanted to do. He knew who he wanted to have. He knew who he wanted to work with, and it came out just like immaculate for him. And he's never been able to recreate this again. Never been able to recreate this again. And I think like the closest he came to it. Where's his other albums at, man?
I mean, The King was a good album.
Came for it is
Paper Trail was a good album. Cool. I like Paper Trail too.
I like Paper Trail. I think the
Trail's a good
closest you came to it was Paper Trail, but everything else, no, nothing came close to this one. Yeah, man, Urban Legend is absolutely crazy.
You can still listen to those beats. The production doesn't seem like it's off, and the vocals don't seem like it's off. The hooks, everything sounds like you can still play it today. And this was still, if this album came out today, this album would still be like a classic album. Like people would still be like, "Yo, I'm playing that."
I agree.
And I feel like the same way about like Illmatic. I feel the same way about like Reasonable Doubt or 444 or the Black Album 3 or Black Blueprint. I feel the same about all of that shit. You know what I mean? I feel the same fucking way. Tribe Called Quest's first album, Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. I feel the same about all of those albums. I feel the same about that, and I did not believe it because, like I said, I know T.I. songs. Everybody know who T.I. is. You know what I mean? But I ain't never listened to like an album like that. And so this, I was just like, oh no. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, T.I. I mean, I don't like the end of the album, but the fact that Bring 'Em Out is in there at the end just like made me want to listen to the rest of it. And just being like,
you got it pulled up. Good album. Do you have it pulled up?
I do. I even like drug related. Like,
where do you stop liking the album? Towards the end, you said.
I think Freak though, and Countdown.
You don't like that?
No, but like Get Your Shit Together with Lil' Kim, that was okay.
That was just okay. Yeah, I agree.
It's just okay. But like Get Loose was good, and Why You Mad at Me was good. Pray for Help was good. For real, that's what I'm saying. It's not that I dislike it, but that's just not my favorite songs. I'm not playing them shits ever again. I played them once. That's it.
Oh wow, you didn't like Countdown, man.
But I like Bring 'Em Out.
When I see you, oh man,
that's what I'm saying.
Shit like, to me, man.
Chilling with My Bitch was cool. Stand Up was My Life, actually. I like that track. I like the My Life track. I really did. Yeah. Sometimes it makes me think like, where are these rappers at? Now on this one, that's more along the lines of on Ludacris's album. Like, where's Disturbing the Peace? Where are them niggas at today?
No, true.
Like, where I-20 at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are these niggas at?
Facts. What little fate, bro. All right, so let's talk about word of mouth. Did you grow up like in high school? Like, it may have been your 9th grade year, like, but it was my 10th grade year. We rode around to it, man. It was a very popular album, man. That's why I chose this one. It's because of the impact, man. It had such a big impact on my high school years back in 2001, 2002, that time, man. Especially being in Atlanta, you know.
And this is his second album, right? So
his second album, yeah.
Back for the First Time, I thought was better than this. Personal opinion.
Word.
I love Back for the First Time. That shit that was a good album. Like, that nigga really rap. And this album got some shit that we still play today on it, though.
Yeah,
like Area Codes, we still play that today. Move, bitch, we still play that today.
Still play that today. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other ones that was on here. I think that's it. I think those are the two that we still play today, right?
Saturday still comes on every once in a while. I hear that. I have Sirius
Saturday
XM, so I hear that every
Saturday
once in a while.
Is one of the best songs he ever did. And now I listen to this album. That beat is so banging, nigga.
Yeah. So is that why you think it's one of his best songs? Because of production, the production on the song?
The production and the hook. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, as an MC, you know what's hard, Wayne?
Right.
I can do. Nope. To me, that's not. Writing a hook that make you want to party is hard. Writing a hook is easy. Writing a hook that makes you want to party is hard. And that hook is so banging. It just makes me feel like Atlanta all the time. Like day party. It's like a late Atlanta day party type of song. And like, it's called Saturday, but like the that was his organized noise to me. That's all I heard when I heard that. I was like, oh, this is organized noise. They always had like those drum like dance, you know what I'm saying? Like fraternity type of things where they always had like the background sounds when they marching and shit. That's what that shit reminded me of. And the beat is just fire. And he was just riding the beat perfect. That was a banging ass song. So I forgot about Saturday. Saturday is my favorite song from this whole album. Of course, I love Area Codes too.
Wow. Okay.
And Mouf Bitch was like the dopest shit ever when that shit came out. Remember that song, man? That shit hit.
Oh, absolutely. Still to this day, man.
So hit. But from number 1 to number 5, I can skip all of those. Mm-hmm. And I feel so sad about saying that.
No, man. Absolutely not.
I can skip all of those, big homie.
Listen, let me hold on, wait. Let me jump in. So roll out.
Roll out is good too.
Timbaland,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Roll out. That song actually grew on me because when that song first came out, for that to be his first single, I was like, you know, it really wasn't banging like that to me. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
cool. So that song kind of grew on me. But yes, but it is a skipper sometimes. Like sometimes I want to listen to my favorite songs to get, so I go past that. Go to sleep. Oh, bro, no, you don't skip that shit.
I did not like that song. I don't like
if
that
you
song.
tired, be quiet and go to sleep. Oh, bro, bro.
Ain't 3 6 Mafia
Osborne
on
High
that?
School was on lock off that shit. Yes, bro. Yeah.
3 6 Mafia is on that song, right?
How do you not like that song, man?
The reason why is because of this, and this is a big thing, and this is a big problem that we have in hip hop. Because niggas are popular, bro. In the industry, niggas will be like, yo, I'm gonna work with this producer. All right? Because they popular. Mm-hmm. And you'll jump on their song and it's their sound, but you don't fit in it. That's what I felt like when I listened to Go to Sleep. I felt like Ludacris didn't fit on that song. But when you hear like 3 6 Mafia on that shit was fire. And I don't like, that's when I started liking it, was when they started rapping. Because the tempo is perfect for them. The hook sound kind of matches with 3 6 Mafia's whole vibe. You know, like tear the club up. Like they have chant hooks. That's what I felt. So I'm like, why is Ludacris rapping on a 3 6 Mafia beat? Well, because 3 6 Mafia is hella popular. This is when they started to blow up and make like their own independent songs, like, you know, and start to come out of the underground. You feel me? So that's what I felt like. I'm like, well, I get the same vibe listening to a 3 6 Mafia album, and I just ain't like the song. It was a skip for me.
We'll say,
but I don't think Roll Out's a skip.
This,
so
though.
Me and you kind of don't agree, because I don't think Roll Out is a skip. I like Roll Out. It's basic.
We'll Roll Out. With Roll Out, like, it's sometimes I want to listen to it, sometimes I don't.
I understand.
But to Go to Sleep, back to Go to Sleep though, are you making it sound as if like, did you feel like Luda was biting 3 6?
No.
Okay.
3 6 is the South. They just a different part. They Memphis. You feel me? Atlanta's Atlanta.
Right.
You know, Texas is Texas. You know what I mean? I don't even know if y'all niggas consider Texas the South. Probably not. But it's like the weird Midwest or whatever. But anyway, I just don't. It's not that he was biting. I just think that it's like a song that you have to do as part of a label. Like, we trying to help them get popular. They got popular music. Let me go ahead and do this song with them. But for this to be the third song on your album, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
For Roll Out to be the second song on your album, that's weird to me. Because I'm like,
why? Talk.
Because I feel like Mouf Bitch could have been the number 2 song. Like,
no. It was too early for that, man.
I just think it's so hype.
Too early
it's
for
so
that.
fun. And then, like, if you threw like area codes after that to just calm it down again, then you can put Go to Sleep and like Cry Babies, which I don't know. Did you
I didn't like Cry Babies either. I didn't.
Me
No.
I was like, what is this song?
Yeah, I didn't.
What about She Said?
I do like She Said, because She Said has like that. It's like that it confuses you, the beat, and I love that. I always wait. I may not listen to the whole song, but I always at least wait for that beat flip, because it's it starts off like doo doo, and then it just kind of flips, and like, she says she's never done it. She says she's never tried. So yeah, She Said, yeah, that's a dope track, and I like the way that Luda raps on that, kind of, I guess, plain. You know what I mean? But
Luda is.
But you.
Sorry,
I'm tripping
man. I
off
just
of
don't
Go to Sleep though. Sorry, man.
That's not my favorite song.
I feel you.
What about Keep It on the Hush?
Oh, I love Keep It on the Hush, man.
Like Keep It on Justice.
I love Keep It on the Hush. Yeah. That was great. Great song.
But Get the Fuck Back.
Nah, I didn't care for it too much.
I-20 is the nigga that got that.
See,
is he the one that got that deep, crazy voice? Is I-20?
Yeah. I feel like he should have made it, man, just because off his voice alone, man. You know what it is about this album? I kind of see what you're saying. I think this album, it could have been, it could have been changed around a little bit. Yeah, change the songs around.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because the first 4 songs on this, or first 5 songs on this, compared to like T.I.'s album, since we're comparing, I mean, it's a vast. It's completely different. The production is different. The song topics are different. The vocals are different. The way, like, it's just different. It sounds like 2 totally different universes of rap. It's fucking weird, bro, and it's crazy. It's like, I'm not trying to be,
but it absolutely is, though, man.
It is, right?
It is.
Like, what would you compare word of mouth to in terms of like rap?
I got you. Hello, I got you. I know exactly what it is. So this shit is Marvel. You have urban legend and you have word of mouth, right? So what urban legend, you have Spider-Man. You have the Spider-Man that's, the one with Tobey Maguire, right? It's kind of polished. Everybody kind of likes it and all. Maybe even the latest iteration of Spider-Man,
Tom Holland.
Word of mouth, you have, on word of mouth, you have Spider-Man, but this is into the Spideyverse, into the universe. What do you call it?
Yeah, into the Spider-Verse.
This is like that.
Some shit. It's like
into
more
the Spider-Verse. So, right. It's just more cartoony. That's all it is. But it's not cartoony like in a goofy way. It's just cartoony because Luda is that's his personality.
He's real. The best parts of this album is when Luda is not being himself and being more calm and chill. Right. Which is weird because that's not Ludacris. Look at the album cover, my nigga. It's crazy big. It's like circus. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, it looks like the fucking circus. I don't even know what the album cover means, but it just looks fucking nuts. You know what I mean? It's bugged the fuck
it's like out. It's just gonna be something crazy. Like, it's already off rip. It's gonna be something nuts.
And this album to me gets better, like right at Area Codes, then the album is like great. Like, if this album was Area Codes and it ended with Welcome to Atlanta, that would have been such a dope album, bro. Like, those songs, just Area Code, Growing Pains, Move Bitch, Saturdays. If that was the album, this album would have been fire. Those first
so you don't like 1 through 5 songs, you do not like.
If you cut out 1 through 5, my nigga, you started off, not starting off with Area Codes, but I'm just saying, from 6 all the way to 16, because Welcome to Atlanta should be on this fucking album. I don't care what nobody say. But from 6 to 16, right? If you just had that album, 10 songs, and you mix it around every way you wanted to, you can't tell me that would be like a classic as a motherfucker. And I even give
me a minute.
I give you Go to Sleep at the end. You can add in Go to Sleep, make it 11 tracker.
I still want Coming to America #1.
But you feel where I'm coming from. If you took 6 through,
let me see.
16,
I'm trying to. All right, so if you take Get the Fuck Back Out and put in Go to Sleep, then I got you. Yeah.
So what is the point?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Imagine that. You be like, this album is fucking a classic. It's snipped down, but it got banger after banger after banger. I mean, Welcome to Atlanta, like Move Bitch, Saturday, Area Codes, Growing Pains. Like, you got a little content in there. You got some deeper type of shit. You got some shit for the ladies. But you can just miss me with the first 4 or 5 tracks, man. I'm sorry to say that, because Ludacris is like one of my favorite MCs, man. Ludacris is the shit. But when you listen to that T.I. and you listen to Ludacris, bro, and then I started going through, because this is your fault. I started going through their albums after this point and seeing like what happened.
Me too.
And I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like it if you let niggas from now, like rap, like kids from now, listen to like Ludacris, I understand why they won't like him.
Wow.
I understand why.
Okay, explain that.
Like if you
explain
took,
that. Explain that.
If you just look at his album covers,
yeah,
he's like, besides the first one and the last one,
okay, yeah,
which was Ludiverse. It's the name's horrible, but whatever. But like Battle of the Sexes and Theater of My Mind, Release Therapy was nice. I like that cover. But like the Red Light District, cool, yeah. Chicken and Beer, Word of Mouth, those are some of the worst fucking album covers ever. But they were the sign of the times.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
The Red Light District was
my nigga. You see that shit?
Come on, bro. Get out of here,
on
man.
Your face, you know I ain't playing. Look at Chicken and Beer, dog.
Get out of here, bro.
The Chicken and
Yo, you know what? And I had listen. Chicken and Beer. I had that CD. I had that. That was a whole fold out thing. It was a whole fold out where like he showed the lady and it was a whole like story that was being unfolded within
I remember
within the credits.
I thought all his albums was like that. No, not just him. Redman did the same thing. Redman did that.
Yeah, right.
So I think him and Redman did that, and that's what like kills me. Is like, yo, we used to be so diverse in hip hop. Like nowadays, it's like you kind of like one thing, right? Like straight up, like you are one thing. Like that is what you do. You do the sing-songy shit, you do the gangster rap shit, or you do like the underground hip hop shit, or you do like Tyler the Creator shit, right? That's it, my nigga. Like that's what you are.
Okay.
Straight up. But like back then, man, it was like you had a whole segment of hip hop that was like Ludacris, where they were like more like they were like D12 and them niggas. Like they weren't clowning.
Right,
They were still the best MCs around, but like they were a little bit more lighthearted. Now everybody's so fucking serious. You know what I mean? Like y'all let Lil Nas X basically be the only nigga that's not serious. Everybody else is dead ass serious. Like dead serious, dog. This shit is fucking crazy. Cause like, just think about that. Like, that's why I don't think that the kids nowadays would like Ludacris, because they gonna think he's a joke, and he's not a joke. He was one of the best MCs to ever come out in the world, nigga.
Right, I agree.
He fucked T.I. up on the diss track.
All right, let me go back. Release Therapy is a horrible album cover. I disagree with you.
I don't know. I'm just saying it looks, in terms of today's climate, they would connect more with that because it looks like so serious and like he's talking about something serious.
Right.
But I'm saying like back then we was just like, okay, whatever this is, and we listened to the album, we was like, fuck this cover, you know what I mean? And I don't remember that album, but I remember Moneymaker.
Yeah. So how do you feel about T.I. after Urban Legend? Let's talk about that.
T.I. still has one of my favorite verses of all time, and that was on Maybach Music.
Which one?
3? Maybe?
Yeah.
Things went right after he got out of jail, remember? He got locked up or some shit. He had got out.
With Erykah Badu on it?
I think she's singing the hook.
Yeah.
That's the best. That was the best verse I ever heard. Like from him, and like in general, that was like the greatest verse on that album. That motherfucker, you gotta listen to it again. Like that verse, that's when he started using them real big words. Making it make sense. He sounded like he just got out of jail. Remember when T.I. came like real smart out of nowhere? Because he got locked up.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Got that nigga knowledge.
Said out of nowhere. Goddamn. Yeah, I feel you.
So when I listened to this album, and then I looked at the rest of these albums, I just ain't see nothing that connected anywhere close. You know, like The King was good, but like it was nowhere near Underground, Urban Legend. And T.I. versus Tip, that's when it started getting weird to me.
Me too. I hated that album. I don't know. Me too. I hated that. My thing with T.I. versus T.I.P. is it came out. He dropped that way too soon after King. Like King was still popping in everybody's heads, and he just wanted to hurry up and try to do something to stay fresh. So I get it. That's what it sounded like. But man, T.I., I did not like it at all, man. I didn't like T.I. I think that's his worst album. And then like No Mercy. I think that's his worst album. And No Mercy is his worst album. No Mercy is his worst album. Yeah. No Mercy, and then Trouble Man. I don't know what Trouble the fuck. Man was straight. I don't know what the fuck the City Up shit is. I don't
know what none of that is. And Paperwork, I didn't really. This is when I just stopped. You know, this is years.
Now hold up. Let me. I'll co-sign Paperwork. Paperwork is a straight album. I think that's a dope album. I think you like it if you listen to it. And the same for Trouble Man. I think Trouble Man is a dope album too. I think you like that as well.
I feel like the artists in the 2000s, the early 2000s, they had I don't know a lot of them that's had a lot of longevity into this point. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like the big artists back then.
What you mean?
Like, so in the 90s, the big artists that like were still like rapping in the 90s, all the way up to the 2000s, all the way up to 2010s, all the way up until now, the big artists in the 90s are still almost dropping music. When I say big, I mean very small amount. Like Busta, Hove, M. Yeah, like they still out and they're still selling records. Nas, you know what I mean? Like it's few, but they still move units. You know, Jada, you know, the Locks, like they still move units when they drop. But it seemed like the artists in the early 2000s, they really don't. And I don't know why. Like, are we not supporting them? Because those are our artists. Like, really, you know, like we were in our early teens that time. So we should be like supporting like T.I. and Jeezy and Gucci. I mean, I still think Gucci still move units because it's Gucci, man. It's, you know. But
so for one, I think like moving units isn't even a thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like if somebody sells 10,000 copies, cool, you know, because everybody's just streaming their asses off now. So, you know, it's just a better deal. So that's what people are doing. So I mean, I don't know. I think we are supporting them. You know what I mean? Because now when I see what you're saying, when they usually come out with a new album, we don't really, you know, want to listen to it like we used to. But I don't know, man. That's a good question. See, that's one of the questions that we need to ask the guy you were talking about if we're able to get into an episode with him. You know, it's because like, why do we do that in hip hop? You know, like, cause I swear if Garth Brooks dropped an album tomorrow, like the whole
he gonna go triple
Same for Beyonce.
Platinum. Yeah, I mean
off rip, bro.
Courtney been listening to fucking Beyonce's album from the drum,
bro. And they will buy the box set. They will go to Walmart and get the Garth Brooks box
they'll
set
get
for
the T-shirt.
$150.
They'll go to the concert.
Straight up.
They'll buy the Garth Brooks style hat at the fucking concert. I mean, that's what we did when we was kids. You know? Like when we was kids, we did that when we went to the concerts. But now we like, man, I ain't going to a concert. Niggas getting shy. I don't feel like standing up too long. I don't feel like waiting in that goddamn line. Like we just got instant old. Like it's too much. Where we gonna park at? It's too much money. It's too long of a drive. We just got instant old. And it's like we just like if Ludacris came here tomorrow and did a show, I probably wouldn't even go. And I never even seen him perform. And I wouldn't be alone.
No, I've seen him. He's dope. He's dope.
I know he is, nigga.
But why wouldn't you? Let me tell you, why wouldn't you go?
I think I literally don't think it's just me though. I think it's like, I'm just telling you what I think our whole generation is like. Like, I feel like our whole generation is like, okay, I'm being honest. Ludacris was in town now. I probably would go. If I got the money, I'm going. Because I haven't seen him perform, but I know he probably ain't gonna never come around here unless it's something like Oldie But Goldie's tour. And I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, man. I really don't. Like, to me, it just makes me feel like the artists of our time is just not held as in the highest regard as other decades.
Genres.
I would say decades for hip hop, because like the 90s decades still get all the love in the world. Wu-Tang still be touring, man.
Yeah.
All over in China and shit. Let Ludacris
that'd
do
be
a tour in
mostly
China.
white
Everybody
people that go
up.
to them shows, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? They mostly white folks, you know, young
and
white
Fast
folks.
And Furious, if Ludacris was to do a Fast and Furious, he'd be fast and broke. So, you know, it just...
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on.
Don't do that to him. No.
I mean, he got more money than me, but still,
he found another avenue, man. That's what you're supposed to do.
Man, shit pissed me off. But, yeah, if we compare both of these albums, man... Yeah, it's a T.I. and a landslide on this one for me, bro.
Yeah,
way too many good songs.
I gotta agree with you.
Way too many.
Now let me
songs.
do this. Let's do this, man. Let's go ahead and let me ask you, what's your favorite song on both of these, man?
It's a Courtney suggestion special. So what's my favorite song on both of these albums? Let me pull up the track list, y'all. Y'all kiss my ass. I don't remember shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Mo, nigga, Mo. All right, so let's see. I gotta listen to his new album again, because I listened to it once. I gotta listen to it one more time. Support my nigga T.I., man. All right.
Which new album?
Woo. Favorite song on T.I.'s album. Man, I like almost all these songs. It's just a
man.
problem.
I'm telling you, you, bro.
Like, let me see you get loose. Courtney starts working. See, you know what that is? Let me see you get loose, man. You gotta listen to this album. This album is fucking fire. I don't know, man. I like The King. That's not my favorite song, but I just love that song.
That's your favorite song?
Banging too, though. No.
Yeah.
ASAP is fire, nigga.
ASAP is hard, bro.
ASAP is hard, nigga.
You don't know me is hard. You don't know me. That's all, man. Beautiful nigga. Hook, man.
I would say maybe Bring Him Out.
Yo, he really had something to prove on this album, man.
I don't know
really
what,
did.
because like
he proved it.
Damn, I ain't think he had nothing to prove to me, but like, I think Bring Him Out.
No, this was only his second album at the time, man. I think so. He did that shit.
Bring Him Out, shit, man. I think Bring Him Out my favorite song.
So you Bring Him Out, your favorite one on here?
Yeah, I just love him getting Jay-Z on that song and how much it meant to like the relation of East Coast and down South. Like that shit was actually really important when that shit happened. Like, cause it was a big battle between up north and down south, and niggas getting respect. And he was able to get Swiss Beats to do a beat for him, a Southern MC, and him kill it the way he did, and put Hove on there. Hove was like, that was unauthorized, and he was like, "Fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna do what I want. Say something." Cojones. And he killed it. Like it was not garbage. It was fire. Yeah, T.I. Good job, bro, on this album, boy. Dang, I should have listened to it when it came out. What about you, man?
I was a little late to the party too on this album, but it's cool though. But my favorite song on here is Mine Is the Greatest with Manny Fresh. I love that beat. I love that beat to this fucking day. It's one of my favorite beats, man. I love the hook. That's another guy, another comedian, Manny Fresh. He always, cracking jokes and making things. Oh my god, nigga, that's Jazzy Faye, ladies and gentlemen. That
is Jazzy Faye.
Oh no. You know what? But I think Manny Fresh does that too, though.
Does he?
Yeah. But every once in a while, I think so. But the greatest is my favorite. But I mean, I don't know. Like you saying, it's a hard one. It's a toss up because every song on here is so dope, man. And I always just let this play out. I may skip Get Your Shit Together with Lil' Kim, maybe. But Limelight, I love Limelight. I love that song, man. I love how slow and mellow it is. And girl, you sexy as you wanna be, but you just do wanna be. I love that shit right there, man. So,
motherfucker.
Yeah. I love.
That's a good album, bro. Now, what's your?
It is.
Let me talk about my favorite on
Word of Mouth.
On Word of Mouth. Let me pull up track list again, cause this might be hard. I ain't trying to be ignorant. Y'all know I love Ludacris, man. I mean, it's not that hard. Like, I like Saturday, man, for real. I love Area Codes because Area Codes is just a whole vibe, but that's a Nate Dogg vibe to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes me miss Nate. It makes me miss Nate every time I listen to it. I kind of get a little sad. And like, yo, Nate Dogg.
But one thing I like about Area Codes, that's one thing I liked about Luda is he wasn't afraid to take those risks. You know what I mean? Like you said, like with T.I., he did that with, with Swiss Beats and with Jay-Z. But Luda, like, always paid that type of respect. And for this to be his second album, he's like, yo, I want to do some West Coast beat with Nate Dogg. And then on the Red Light District, he did another West Coast beat with DJ Quick, I think it is. So he's always been he that person that tried to cross over.
He does a lot of he does rap over like a lot of West Coast type beats and East Coast type beats. Ish. I would love to Ludacris to drop an album where he wasn't trying to make a hit song and he was just like, yo, I'm just gonna rap. Like, if he did an album, this would probably be, and I know he won't do it now because I think, his pen, he ain't even used it in a long time probably, but like, if he did an album with like Harry Fraud or like The Alchemist, Ludacris.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like no hits, just rap, nigga. Yeah. Just punchline yourself to death till you die. And cut out the ad libs. Just you rapping, like on some Kobayashi
we need some
type
Luda
shit.
ad libs. No, we need some ad libs, some Luda, man.
Hook. You can have it on the hook. But I don't want to hear every time you spit a hot punch, you be like, woo. Nah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, okay. I feel you.
That pissed me off on the first song, Coming to America. That pissed me off. I was like, why is this nigga hyping up your own shit? I know you good. You don't got to do that. This ain't no goddamn battle rap. Chill out. But, yeah, that's my favorite Saturday. Okay, which one is yours?
Mine is Forever. It was when I, back then. It is now, still to this day, when I hear it, is Growing Pains. I don't know why, but I love that song to death, man. I love
singing, maybe?
That beat.
Yeah, the beat is
the singing is cool, but I really love the dude, Fate Wilson, his 2 verses. Yeah. I love that Luda let him get 2 verses, and Luda was like, just fuck it, I'll get the last verse. Because he's really telling a story in that song, and it's just one of those verses that I can visualize and see. He's like, Harriet told this bitch go to the prom and died, didn't lie, shot himself in the face with a 4.5. Oh my God, it's shit like that. I don't know, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Just the story that he's telling, and the things that explaining how he grew up and the things that I don't know. I just really compare myself to that story because I'm just such a past thinker. Right. From how I grew up, and I appreciate the things from the past and of the past, and it's one thing I'm gonna tell my son is try to always remember things that you grew up with, because those are the things that's gonna make you happy when you get older, because it helps you remind yourself of your past and where you came from. And for him to spit those 2 verses and talk about his past and talk about how he grew up and the people that's died and how he was raised is, I don't know, man. He just did a really good job on those verses and putting everything together and not being like tiring, or because sometimes people could write a verse and you just be like, oh God, it's so draining. But he did a great job on this, man. And that song there is so yeah, it's always been my favorite, bro.
That's dope. I'm glad you picked something like that. There's not a lot of those type of songs on this album, but that is the one song on this album, and it's done very well.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be this much of a landslide though.
Yeah, right.
I was very surprised.
I know, man. I know.